children respect their teachers because it is taught by their parents. When I was about 6 or 7, I attended a 私塾, traditional Chinese private school, for about 4 months. Since then, this type of school was gradually replaced by the primary school. We lived in an agricultural village where there was one teacher in the private school. The syllabus included traditional classics such as the 1,000-character classic, 100 family surnames of the Chinese, Tang poems, anthology of the best classical texts, and 4 books. Each teacher taught over 20 students of different ages, ranging from 6 to 16 years old. Everyone studied a different text. The older students were taught 古文观止, anthology of the best classical texts, and 4 books, while the younger students studied the 100 family surnames of the Chinese, the 1,000-character classic, and Tang poems. On the first day of school, we went to the ancestral temple where the school was located. The main hall was used as the ceremony hall. There was a large memorial tablet of Confucius among the other tablets, and it was entitled The Great Sage Teacher Confucius. Before attending classes, we had to bow and pay respect before Confucius's tablet. My father stood in front and I followed behind. We performed the great ritual of 3 kneels and 9 kowtows, the same ritual performed by commoners when they went to have an audience with the emperor in the past. After performing this, the teacher was invited to take a seat. Once again, my father led me to do the 3 kneels and 9 kowtows to the teacher, and this was followed by giving a gift to the teacher. This was how we learned to pay respect to the teacher and value the teachings. After such a solemn ceremony, if the teacher failed to guide the students properly, he would let the parents down. This is known as the way of the teacher. This practice no longer exists nowadays. If students went home and told their parents that their teacher had disciplined them, the parents would complain about the teacher. If that's the case, how could the teacher educate his students? I was fortunate to receive a peripheral amount of traditional Chinese education. Today, family education no longer exists, and serious problems have arisen in school education. School education is built upon the foundation of family education. In other words, the attitude of parents towards a teacher will have a direct effect on whether the teacher is able to educate the students well. When parents don't respect the teacher, how could students think highly of their teacher? When a student tells the teacher, "My father looks down upon you, who do you think you are?" how could the student listen to the teacher? Even if there are good teachers who are willing to teach, the job is laden with difficulties. Seeing many obstacles, the teacher would retreat. Nowadays, proper education no longer exists. Modern people do not know propriety. They don't know how to behave and lead a life properly. They know nothing about interpersonal relationships, so they completely act according to impulse. Thus, they make many enemies, and the future is bleak. In the past, we were sad when we observed all these. However, when we read the Infinite Life Sutra, we could let go and feel more at ease. Why? In the Infinite Life Sutra, Buddha mentioned that in current society, the masses are ignorant and act recklessly as they please, causing a mess in society. Its fundamental reason is stated in the sutra, that Our ancestors weren't virtuous and didn't understand morality because no one taught them. Hence, we shouldn't blame them. To those who conducted sinful acts, don't blame them, for their parents and elders did not educate them with proper behaviors. If a person doesn't commit sinful acts without being properly educated, he is a saint or a sage, not an ordinary person. He is a returning Buddha and Bodhisattva. An ordinary person needs to be taught. How could he not be receiving education? Teaching in the contemporary era is so much more difficult compared to the past. In the past, the foundation was laid and children were properly educated since young, so they were easy to teach. It's like what the Confucianists said, children must be taught since infancy. Hence, a truly educated person with high morality was the result of fetal education. Even most people without great virtues and talent were also aware of disciplining children from the age of 2 or 3. Modern parents have neglected this. They're busy earning money, so the next generation's future is grim because they let the maid take care of their children. I heard that many parents are extremely busy and they only see their children once a month. Only when they hand the money to the maid would they see their children. After a year or two, the child considers the maid as his mother. He doesn't know his parents and has no feelings for them. Such parents manage to earn a lot of money, but the future of their offspring is ruined. The loss totally outweighs the gain. Such a situation is common all over the world. This is a hidden worry of society. How could such a society be stable? Can the world be peaceful? Just observe the people around us. What do they think, say, and do? By observing all these, we could roughly predict the future of the world.